As you see, this is a picture I drew, and it's one of my collections. But I want to tell you something about a life where everybody thought we were slaves. Slaves, that's not the idea. See, y'all thought we were sitting here just waiting on y'all permission to move to it, and we came past that. We seen past the rules centuries and centuries ago. And the same thing happens in the days and time, it's just a different way in a different direction. The only thing is you gotta learn the lesson as you keep going and pass the test and you go over there and do it. You said you was gonna do it when you came down here. You came down here to save people. You came down here to release your ancestors, but you sit on your ass and do nothing. You sit there like you can't see that they are trapped because of the stupid mindset that they have today. We have to change our mind. We have to want to live longer than we do. We got to fight for our young people to have rights, because when they're little, they're precious. Because when they get older, people take and destroy these children and you do not even know allegedly what's going on. You believe everything that's going to you. You need to understand this world got little tricks. Everybody is dispensable. Allegedly. They don't care about us. They care about one thing, and that is control. And sometimes the person ain't leading the other. And we think we got rights, and how we got rights when everybody getting hurt on this land. All our children were disappearing and right in our face, and we act like we see nothing. It is time to stand up. You know we never did that. That's just like lynching us. We've been done like that for centuries ago. It's time to put it down. It's time for y'all to understand. Y'all are making your own reality. And your children are watching what you're doing, and then you pawn them off and you sold them. I told you when I came here, my soul was sealed and it will never be sold. I don't care what you tried to give me away. I came up stronger. I don't care the lies that you told me back in the past. You made me feel like a slave. But now I'm not a victim. I'm rising up above that because that's our past. And we're going to make our ancestors happy because they had to suffer for what we had to learn today. And that is love each other and stop the hate. The hate lives in people that don't love themselves and can't see the real things of nothing. They think everything is a joke when you tell them, where's the joke at? All I'm saying for us to stick together and be one and start listening to what we are saying about each other. Stop being so, oh, did you hear about so-and-so? Oh, did you hear about, why don't you get over there and help them? Why don't you show them that there's a better way to do? Because if you keep selling your soul to nothing, it's going to give you nothing. Your soul was never for sale. That's what you don't understand. Some of you don't know you have not been gone completely. But you consented to something that you didn't know that's going to cost you a lifetime to get out of. And now your children, you want your children to pay for what sin of man done in the past. It's time for us to rise up. Don't think low vibrational and change that. We are here to change what our thinking is, and we have to rise above it. Just because there's a color issue, you black, you white, you Mexican, who cares about your color? You still bleed the same. That is a mindset. That is what they want you to do. That is how they want you to feel. Color, everything is about that. Just because you're different and you look different, you need to be destroyed because you can't be better than me. That's a lie. Everybody has a room on this planet. Everybody has a dream. Y'all act like y'all gotta eliminate the little ones. They going like popcorn in the streets. You don't understand, it's precious to have a baby, but we treat it like nothing. And that's what happens when your children grow up and you wonder why they have hatred in their heart. That's because things have not been released. They should have let go a long time ago. They can't resolve those feelings because you stay in the stone world. You don't want to let them know that I'm here, but I'm listening, but I cannot help you. You have to go through the storm like I did. Went there with church with my grandma. My grandma always told me, whatever I get into, whatever I touch, remember, don't be afraid. Let fear go. You let fear go and you decide you get on that train right there and make it look good. And we need to rescue these children that are being transported, that trafficking and stuff. It's time for us to start telling one another, why should we try to save our life if we can't save a little? Because they cry every night in them cages under the ground when you can't see them. And I want to say this allegedly, I love you, and I'm just saying, y'all, start watching over children just because it's not yours. Don't worry about it. You see somebody take someone, it is time to talk. Stop sitting there being afraid and start praying. Say, back me up, Most High, and I will do what you ask of me, and let's get it done. Because it's time for change. God conscious in me. I am not to be stuck and be on this planet, to not survive because of my thinking, always trying to help but not myself. I gotta start leading my children in the right way, and I can't do it because all they want to do is make you poor. So your children look down on you and say, why? Why we have to suffer? Why we have to stay without meals at night? Why we have to worry about our next day? Why we? That's all they used to say. Hope left when they were little. And then people come and do things. Allegedly, they touch your children in the night and do things with them. Made them, bruise them, and they never get healed, and that's why they grow up to do what they do. Some people do not understand that the past has a way of repeating itself. You can make a person that will do things to the world if you don't think. You make this person, you push them in mind control. Y'all don't know about MK Ultra, then you need to learn. There's people play with your mind. Remember your minds. If you feel funny and you're not knowing your direction, just remember somebody behind you that doesn't like your direction. Then they come in and they try to take your new life in your direction. But what you need to do is talk to Most High. We're going to stay on business. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to rise because I was first and Most High asked me to. I have no ego problems because I love you and I give love out and love and light to you. So that makes me a bad person because I love you and I give you all of me. See, that's the problem with the world. People don't understand what real love really means. You got to understand love can be good and it can be bad. Sometimes love feels like a curse because in your veins you cry for what? You ask yourself, how could I let my blood roll in this body? And I did all these things, and just like I said, we was forgiven before. You've done things before you got here, centuries. All of you never know what you was. In a past life, everybody had to experience different things because just like I said, you can say what you want. The chosen earth angel star season, we are so different. They think we're like the aliens and we're not. We are chosen and you're not supposed to touch us because they told you not to touch your anointed because we've been sealed since the day we were born and you crossed that line. And you still crossed it. So I call all my power back and my energy back from any video and what I'm talking about now. I call all my planet back and my energy. And anything stolen from me to return to me. And anyone that tries to bind with me, they are blocked. Thank you, Most High. Let's show the world we're ready to play. I'm not the one because I'm ready to go out here and do what I got to do. And I pray every day. I understand prayer can make you feel and know who you're dealing with. See, some people say you go back home, why you believe in that buck? I'm going to tell you something. If people didn't believe in nothing, there would be so much M's today. There would not be nothing but boxes because people don't want to use their common sense and know when we're played. While we sit around and we are the one waiting on a man to change us and decide for us. And everything they decided was to destroy and mess up lives that weren't even, they were innocent. But here we are. We're fighting in their stupid war. See, we're just all suffering. You just don't see it. It's just the beginning of it. They want the energy, so we have to feed them and keep feeding them. And it comes a time spiritually. We deserve our freedom. We don't deserve to keep coming in the loop and coming back to this place. And we don't deserve to come here and don't get what we are because we're stolen. Our stuff is invaded. Our wealth is being stolen as you're born. Call your wealth and your children's wealth back immediately because they steal. And I'm just telling you, if you believe me, you got to understand it's time to lead with faith. All this other stuff, we can do this on another day.